In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the stories.
Say hi. Say hi. You don't get any food. You want a small piece of bread? You want a small piece of bread? I wish I had glasses. Yes, Benedict, I am home, yes. Back in my home. It's not morning here. I know it is where you guys are, but yogurt. I'm just eating my greens. Sorry guys, I'm so hungry. You cannot eat this. Please go away. Why would you hope for Canada? I don't understand that. No, Canada's done with. If you're hoping for me to go back, there's no hope. I'm here. I'm Kuwait now. No, I haven't weighed in. Look at this food. Super cheap, fresh, delicious kebab with Bukhari rice, which is like an Afghani style rice, and yogurt and fresh bread. Baby girl. My cat's been sticking to me like glue. And they give you, look at this fresh bread. It's still hot. The Middle East has the best food. I don't care what anyone says. I'm not going to always be just eating on the boot couch, but when I do lives, I mean, I don't know where else to go. Very exhausted. We got home yesterday. A walk on the beach. Actually, it's still not that. It's getting, it's in the 30s now instead of the 50s. We will be doing more because it's winter. Like, I couldn't, like, getting away from this intense heat for a month and a half. I think we might do that every summer here because it's so hot. I know, I'm happy to be home. Yes, Nessa. So we got back around, we got to Kuwait around 4 p.m. Oh my gosh, the cat has been nonstop, purring loudly, just sticking to us like glue. She's so happy to see us. We slept so much because we were so tired. It was a very, very long travel day because we were so excited, just like packing everything and, you know, ready to be home. We just stayed awake until our flight, till we had to go to the airport because you know you have to be at the airport pretty early, right? So I'm like, we'll just sleep on the plane. We have to be on the plane for almost 7 hours. Yeah, right. The plane. I forgot how uncomfortable it is. So I barely got any shut-eye. Maybe like, I'm without my CPAP, you know? And they kept waking you up like for drinks or dinner, you know? It was exhausting. Like by the end of it, I'm like, I'm so ready to just like crash out. But then when we get home, get to Kuwait, we had to go pick up the pets, then bring like everything upstairs, which I mean, I'd been at least a lot day, but the work is not over. I feel like we just moved in. There's like, I can't really show you much because it's a disaster in here, unpacking everything. Oh my gosh. Like the weight limit, I think was like 50 kgs, okay, for checked baggage. Ours was like 50 right on the dot. We had so much baggage to bring home. But it's so nice to be back in the land of the halal. There's no place like home, yeah. So we have to like restock, I have to clean everything because I cleaned before I left really well. But it somehow still was like dirty a bit when I came home because like a month and a half, you know?
You have to try the lamb, oh my god, it's so tasty.
Have some kebab.
Okay, give me some.
Here.
No, small lamb. We have too much lamb there. Hey, Julia.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you, babe. Enjoy your food.
You too, honey. Thank you.
Anytime.
What else was I gonna say about the trip? So yeah, it was pretty uncomfortable. You guys want to see Julia? Oh, say hi. Say hi. Hi. You smell the meat? Oh. Oh. You don't like to be held very much, do you? Hey. Howie's in the other room. Howie, I cleaned his cage. I cleaned his cage last night before going to sleep. But we have to go to pet. We have so much to do today, so I can't be on long. We have to go to Pet Zone. I have to. She needs like full grooming. Howie needs new chew toys because that's how they file their teeth, right? Did you know that about hamsters? Last night we had Hardee's because like we don't have any food. We have to do a full grocery order, which we will do. Like it's exhausting traveling. Wow, you know, it was very nice. Like I said, getting out of this intense heat for like a month and a half. You just ate 2 apples? Granny Smith or what? Yeah, I was super relieved to be home. Like when we touched down in Kuwait, I almost cried. I'm like, I'm eating my, yeah, we had Hardee's because I'm like, we can literally order from any, like, that's what I like about being here. We could just order any fast food and not worry about I can't have fast food in Canada. It's not halal. The plane food is always good with Qatar Airways, right, hun? But like, I was so tired, I didn't have much of an appetite, surprisingly. So I refused a few things. As soon as you get on the plane, maybe 5 or 10 minutes after, you know, they come around, they give you whatever you want to drink and some crackers. But then, like, maybe 10 minutes later, they're serving a full meal. Maybe they just figure people are so exhausted from waiting in the airport. I ate her snacks on the plane. Yeah, exactly. I give them to you, eh? May as well, instead of refusing it, give it to you. Because you were hungry. But yeah, they gave us, so for the meal, Salah had like a creamy macaroni. I had mashed potatoes. We're going to do a video, but mashed potatoes and beef. All the food on, that's why we like to fly with like Qatar Airways or Kuwait Airways, or Jazeera, something like that, because Middle Eastern airlines, their food is halal too. So you don't have to worry about that. You never buy food in the, yeah, that's the thing. Like, why bother buying food in the airport when you're just going to be unless you're not going to eat on the plane. You know, the best experience on holiday. I don't know, I think the elephants were so nice. That was a nice experience. We have a fun experience that I haven't edited yet, so I'm going to be doing that at some point.
You guys will see, it was wild.
Well, to me anyway, but I don't have a very adventurous, exciting life sometimes. The elephants were cute. They were so cute. Especially Mai, whenever someone's like, do you want more? She's like, oh, the place that burned. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. Greens. I was like, watch, they're gonna blame us. I can predict what haters are gonna say right before I say it. You know? Yeah, sorry, the minute I woke up, I put some laundry in because I'll never take my washer and dryer in my home for granted ever again. Because let me tell you, it was expensive to wash and dry. One load at the hotel is like almost 500 bahts, which is like 5 KD, which is like 25 bucks. I guess that's not that bad, but yeah, I mean, if you're doing laundry often because we're going out, we're sweating a lot, you know, so I mean, it's kind of pricey. Stay tuned for a couple of short videos. Yeah. Akid, babe. Very true. Yeah, back home, back to work. Back to working hard. 25 to do laundry. Hi, Bambas! Yeah, I know. They do it for you, though, and they fold it and everything, and it's, like, unwrinkled, so maybe that's why. I don't know. So, you know, plus tip. She's scratching her new scratch post. Are you looking yet? She's gotten bigger since we left her. Like, when we first got her, she was just small, and now she's, what are you doing? She's funny. But yeah, the travel's over. That was the hardest part. Ugh. Just the transfer. But yeah, like, this airline, even, so we had to do like a 6-hour and like 40-minute flight from Bangkok to Doha. Because most flights connect, like, you have to stop off at like the Hamad International Airport if you take Qatar Airways. So then there's like a 1 hour, it was like 56 minutes flight, okay? Stay on the line. Because I was watching like a bunch of 911 calls and like crime videos where like the 911 dispatcher, like the person's like freaking out in the middle of a real emergency, and they're asking like really questions that they must have a reason to ask. I don't know. And some of them are just so rude. Like they're just so desensitized to like, you know, human tragedy. You know, it's kind of sad, but I don't know. I guess that was the inspiration behind it. Just like a parody of that, you know, and people were like, well, this is so insensitive. Like the reaching just to like try to demonize my character more is just like insane. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of which, I did want to say, and I am trying to avoid drama because it's not good for anybody. But do you guys remember before I came back to Kuwait, like before I moved out of the villa, everyone was freaking out, accusing me of starving BBJ. Meanwhile, if you put a side-by-side photo, like if you check my community post, she looks more starving in the witch's hair than ever with me. So, but nobody cares because it's not me, right? But anyway, what goes around comes around. I always say that, and I'm always right about that. So, anyone who ever accused me of that, please have several seats and shut it. Thank you. Have a nice day. I would be a good 911. No, I applied for a job there because they pay very well. But the amount of stress, I was investigated by like police, like detectives during the interview. And they were like, so why did you leave your old job? And I was like, damn. Like, they really grilled me to get me to, I don't know how they did it, but they got me to admit that I left one of my jobs because of stress. But you know what, to be fair, it's good that they do that, because they don't want to hire the wrong people for that, because he didn't know where the cans were, but they always have crunchy food. And it was maybe like half a day or something before he found the wet food. Like, they always have crunchies. The point is, they weren't starving, and they looked very well nourished compared to, you know, even animal control. When they came, they said that. Now she looks actually emaciated, starving, and suffering, and she's being used for clout and views. That's it. I don't want to hear any of that crap ever again. That's the thing, like, I'm always torn between, is it worth talking about things that people are literally like the things that she said were literally to try and defame my character, and I did lose a lot of support because of those claims. Literally verbally, like, claiming I starved my pets for years and stuff like that, which is 100% false. So I'm torn between, do I even address that, or do I just ignore it? You know, I'm always torn between that. It's hard. If you want to be a 911 operator, you have that. They really do evaluate you, because I mean, it's tough work, man. In my Stay on the Line cartoon, I was like, were you hired during the budget cut? Because like, this person clearly should not be an operator. They're brain dead people who follow that witch thief who stole BBJ. She is starving now, and also she lied about her being in USA, and we all see she is suffering with her. Yeah, exactly. She looked healthy. Exactly, babe. She looked healthier in your care. Yeah. Anyway, it's their karma, not mine. Whatever. I've come to terms with what happened, and I'm moving on. Like, whatever. But I still want to point that out, that how are you going to try to defame my character and say that I was starving my cat just because Pete didn't know where the can of wet food was for a few hours when they had crunchies?
Your fault.
When she's clearly emaciated now in your care, because you're an evil witch who doesn't care about the cat. And she like clearly lies to her audience. I don't have the cat, but it's like sitting beside her dog. Moron. And it cries in her videos. Moron. So you know what? They just want to be, they don't care as long as they try to affect me or make me angry. You're not going to affect me. I always say that. How is your mental health? It's okay, Nessa. Now that I'm back on my meds, just ignore the Islamophobic nasty witch. Yeah. People are like trying to get me off of YouTube by saying I'm like being anti-Semitic when I say goblin. It's not because she's Jewish, it's because she looks like a goblin and she's like a monster. I didn't even know, like, if you Google goblin and you even go to the Wikipedia page, it's a mythical creature.
There's nothing about anything about Jewish people in that. They're just reaching.
But yeah, if someone is like trying to get me off of YouTube and they're like still doing videos for free. Oh my god, look at all the rice. I'm full. Yada yada yada. You know, like just getting home from like a month and a half long vacation is like, I didn't realize how much I have to unpack and organize, and like first I have to clean everything. I have to clean my bathrooms, my stores, my house, and do so much laundry, wash all the we got new bed sheets and everything. I have to wash those. But alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful that we have a washer dryer, so I can, you know, like being in Thailand made me appreciate my house so much. Like,
her cat hates her. You reaction channels are real crap. Stop lying and twisting things for content. You are all liars, it's insane. She's been glued to me since I came home. Insane how anyone thinks that crap is content. Why don't you talk about something relevant instead of how much rice someone eats or what their visa status is? Boring lives much?
This is embarrassing.